Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm from Malaysia, even though this t-shirt says the Music Society of Myanmar, and that's to give Gabriel Lee a bit of a smile. He is one of the people who runs the society and also the Facebook page where I plan to post this video to share ideas to members of the music community in Southeast Asia. Today I just want to talk about the bow, particularly about the bow holds and exercises, and one exercise that we use to strengthen one of the muscles. I found that we teach students, of course, we hold a bow for them or they hold it and then we create this sort of thing. But professionals don't do this. We don't go on stage and position our hand, then we pick up the instrument. We don't do this, right? What we do is that we on backstage, we just hold the bow in a very natural way like this. And somehow we end up like this. So I decided that, wow, we all do this, but nobody ever teaches this. So why don't we just break down what's natural, which is this, into this. We do this all the time. Why don't we teach students to do that? So how do I do this? Well, I start off with a game. Now, I don't know if you know thumb wars. You hold somebody else's hand and you try and pin down their thumb, and that's the strategy, right? So if your students already know this game, then this will be familiar to them. If they aren't, then they get to learn a game as well, which is great. So I play thumb wars with them over here, and when I say stop, you have to stop, and the thumb has to be in the right position, touching the part of the frog where the thumb is supposed to go. Okay, so there's this game. Then we start just moving one finger out, the last finger out, and then this one a bit further, and then we sort of massage, I suppose, the hand to a flexible bow hold, like this. So basically, thumb first, last finger, right? First finger, ta-da, and you actually had a bow hold. What I like about it also is it gets students a bit more used to this being in the vertical position. I think that's really quite important. I think too many students build a lot of tension in their hand because before they play, they hold it up like this. When we, in many cases, actually do this, and then we play, but they just stand there for like 40-bar introduction of a Zeitz concerto or something ready to play, and it builds so much tension in this hand. I like encouraging them to actually just hold it upright first, and when you build your muscles, you can hold it anywhere you want. How do we build the muscles, especially in the last finger? Well, you know the famous clock technique, which is you start at about 7 o'clock for me, which is about 5 o'clock if you look at the clock, right? For you, and you start pushing upwards from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Yeah, and this is a good exercise, but it requires a lot of flexibility. First of all, that the hand has to be totally relaxed, even though the weight of the bow is here, but you can't drop the bow either. And then you have to push quite a bit in order to get this whole weight of the bow upwards at this particular angle. When the bow is in a vertical position, I find that you can go from midnight, right, to 10 o'clock for me or 2 o'clock for you, like this. And I find that to be a lot easier. And once you actually build up your strength, then you can start at 11 o'clock and you can go down like this and back up. So I find that to be useful, not just to slowly build up the muscles in the last finger, but to get students to understand that, hey, when you hold a bow, keep it relaxed for as long as you can, because then when you play, chances are it's going to sound better. So thank you for listening. I hope some of that's been interesting to you, and I'll see you next time.